Bank of China (BOC) is a state-owned Chinese multinational banking and financial services corporation headquartered in Beijing, China. It is one of the Big Four banks in China. As of 31 December 2019, it was the second largest lender in China overall and ninth largest bank in the world by market capitalization value, and it is considered a systemically important bank by the Financial Stability Board. As of the end of 2020, it was the fourth largest bank in the world in terms of total asset rank after the other three Chinese banks. Company type: public industry financial service. Founded 119 years ago. Founder Chen Jintao. Headquarters Beijing, China. Area served worldwide. Product: consumer banking, corporate banking, investment banking, insurance, private banking, private equity, mortgage loan, credit card, investment management, wealth management, asset management, mutual fund, exchange traded fund, index fund. Revenue: 503.81 billion 2018. Operating income: 227.53 billion. Net income: 192.44 billion. Total asset: 21.267 trillion. Total equity: 1.613 trillion. Owner: Government of the People's Republic of China. The Bank of China was founded in 1912 by remaining the Qing dynasty. The Qing Bank 1905 under the newly established Republican government. Until 1942, it issued banknotes on behalf of the government as one of the Big Four banks of the period, together with the Bank of Communication 1908, Central Bank of China, established 1924, and Farmer Bank of China, established 1933. Following the Chinese Communist Revolution in 1949, the bank continued activities in Taiwan, where it renamed itself International Commercial Bank of China upon privatization in 1971, while its mainland operations were absorbed into the People Bank of China (PBC). In 1979, the Bank of China was re-established by a spin-off from the PBC in the early phase of Chinese economic reform. The Bank of China Hong Kong is the local subsidiary of the Bank of China, with which it maintains close relations in management and administration and cooperates in several areas including reselling, BOC, insurance, and security services. In 1905, the Qing government established the Qing Bank in Beijing. When the Republic of China was established in 1912, Chen Jintao was named head of financial reform in President Sun Yat-sen government and reorganized the Qing Bank into the Bank of China, of which he has subsequently been viewed as the founder. In 1917, Liu Sipai opened the branch of the Bank of China in Hong Kong. In 1928, the bank moved its head office from Beijing to Shanghai. In 1920, the bank opened the Investigative Office of the Bank of China. The Investigative Office was the earliest research body in China banking sector. In 1929, the bank opened a branch in London, its first outside of China. The branch managed the government foreign debt, became a center for the bank management of its foreign exchange, and acted as an intermediary of China international trade. In 1931, another overseas branch opened in Osaka, and in 1936 in Singapore to handle retrenchment to China of overseas Chinese, as well as a angry in agency in New York in 1937. On the outbreak of hostilities with Japan, Japanese force blockaded China major port. The Bank of China opened a number of branches in Batavia, Penang, Kuala Lumpur, Bombay, and Calcutta to facilitate the gathering of retrenchment and the flow of minority supplies. It also opened sub-agencies in Sabah, Medan, Dabo, Batu, Pahang. In 1941-1942, the Japanese conquest of Southwest Asia forced the BOC to close all its overseas branches, agencies, sub-branches, and sub-agencies export London, New York, Calcutta, and Bombay. Nevertheless, in 1942, it managed to set up 6 new overseas branches, such as in Sydney, Australia, Liverpool, and Havana, and possibly Karachi. Following the end of the World War II, the Bank of China in 1946 reopened its branches and agencies in Hong Kong, Singapore, Rangoon. It moved to the Hahan agency to Saigon at the suggestion of the Allied Force headquarters. It liquidated the branch in Osaka, Japan, opened a sub-branch in Tokyo in 1947. The bank opened agencies in Bangkok, Chattogram, and Tokyo in 1915. Following the victory of Communist forces in the Civil War, some of the BOC overseas branches, Hong Kong, Singapore, London, Penang, Kuala Lumpur, Kolkata, Bombay, Chattogram, and Karachi, of Bank of remain with the mainland bank headquartered in Beijing, while others, New York, Tokyo, Hana, Bangkok, and other possibly headquartered in Taipei, which in 1971 took the new name International Commercial Bank of China. The Rangoon branch was nationalized in 1963, together with all of other foreign and domestic banks in Burma. In 1971, China transferred the 2 branches in Karachi and Chattogram to the National Bank of Pakistan. In 1975, the Republic of South Vietnam nationalized the branch in Saigon, and the Khmer Rouge government nationalized that in Phnom Penh. The People's Bank of China began spinning off its commercial function starting in 1978 and re-established the Bank of China in 1979 with focus on international finance. That same year, the new BOC opened a branch in Luxembourg, which gradually began its European headquarters throughout the 1990s. In 1981, it opened a branch in New York, followed by Paris in 1985. In 1987, the BOC became an ordinary member of the LBMA. In 1992, it opened a representative office in Toronto. Upgrade the next year as a schedule to bank. During reform and opening up, the Bank of China established its Institute of International Finance. The institute performed research that influenced bank decision and central government policy making. The BOC experienced challenge in Singapore in 2001. Provincial Bank was closed and merged under Bank of China Singapore branch. On year later, Bank of China Future Pte Limited owned up operating in Singapore in 2001 to 2007. The BOC undertook massive staff layoff and pay cut in BOC Singapore branch, a pace of turmoil that culminated in 2007 when branch head Zhu Hu was asked to leave by the Monetary Authority of Singapore for his poor performance. He was replaced by Liu Yanfei in 2008, the head of settlement at BOC China. Chun Main was investigated involvement for multi-level marketing activities in Singapore, a scheme involving employee of the Bank of China and ex-Kuomintang Bank in 2009. People Park Remittance Center opened in Singapore, while Sunday banking business created in Chinatown sub-branches in Singapore in 2005. In the run-up to its initial public offering, BOC solicited long-term investor to take a strategic stake in the company, including a $3.1 billion investment by the Royal Bank of Scotland Group plc and further investment by Swiss Bank, UBS AC and Temasek Holding, who also promised to subscribe for an additional $500 million worth of share during the IPO. The bank was also investigated by the United States in its money laundering probe related to the super dollar affair. On June 2006, the BOC listing on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange was the largest IPO since 2000 and the fourth largest IPO ever, rising some 9.7 billion in the S-share global offering. The Uber ultimate option was then exercised on 7 June 2006, raising the total value of their IPO to 11.2 billion. BOC also made a successful IPO in mainland China on 5 July 2006, offering up to 10 billion a share, won the Shanghai Stock Exchange for RMB 20 million, 2.5 billion. BOC also brought Singapore Airlines a stake in Singapore Aircraft Leasing Enterprise, remaining it BOC Aviation in 2007. Mainland China accounted for 60% of the bank by profit and 76% by asset as at December 2005. In 2008, BOC acquired a 20% stake in the Companion Finance, 236.3 million euros. 340 million. In 2009, the bank opened branches in San Paulo and Mapolo, as well as Penang in October. As of 2009, the BOC was the second largest lender in the China overall and the fifth largest bank in the world by market capitalization value, once 100% owned by the central government by China's Central Housing and National Council for Social Security Fund (SSF), and initial public offering IPO of its share took place in June 2006. At present, the free float is over 26%. BOC started operation in Hong Kong in 1970s. It's become Hong Kong's third node issuing bank in 1994 and in Macau in 1995. In 2001, BOC regrouped its Hong Kong operation into Bank of China Hong Kong. Then BOC ASK listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange in October 2002. Two-thirds of its share capital are in free float. The bank headquarters in Hong Kong are located in the Bank of China Tower, designed by the renowned architect I.M. Pai and was opened to the public in 1990 as the tallest building in Hong Kong at that time. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my YouTube channel.